Okay, well, I've set up a new course in D2L, and I've added you as a teacher in that course so that you can use that course to create some online content. So it's called LMS Activity 2 course, and it says Frankum on there. So what you need to do is find this, and I'm not sure how you will in your course list, but it's somewhere in your course list of My Courses, and you might have to go to View All Courses and do a search for LMS. Maybe that stands for Learning Management System. Hopefully you know that by now. So anyway, you should be able to have this course. If you don't see it or can't access it, please let me know, and I'll see what I can do to find out what's going on there. Now, what I'm going to do here is just close out the news items for this course and go to the content area, and this is where you're going to add your activities. So you're going to use the content area entirely in order to add these activities that are required as part of the assignment. Now, I think I'll introduce the assignment in some more depth at the start of next week. But this is where you go, and this is preliminary, so you can go here now and you can actually do some of this work if you want to, or just test it out a little bit. So if you notice under here, there is a table of contents, and I have created for each of your names a section in the table of contents. And what you basically can do is click on your name, and then you can add the different activities as you read or watched in the videos this week. Create a link, create a file, upload files, add existing activities too, such as a discussion or something like that. So that's what you're going to do actually, is you're going to create the items right in here. Now some will overlap, like let's say you create a discussion board. Those are actually created somewhere else. And so you might see other people's discussions in there to choose from. But if you just choose add existing activities, make sure it's yours that you add. And then you should be okay to keep everything that you want students to do in a week's worth of class items right in your own section. So in other words, Kyla would be the only one to add to this section. If I click on Megan, Megan would add to hers. So just be careful not to mess with somebody else's section as you go through this assignment. I should mention too that the assignment really is going to ask you to develop a week's worth of materials. And much like this class, you'd think about a week's worth of materials in a class like this one and what that would entail for your own class. What would it be like to have your own online class, completely online class, and develop a week's worth of materials for that class. A couple of things too. If you notice down below, there's some that are marked with week, like Gary's week, Angela's week, and Rachel's week. These are not people in our class. These are past students, and there are some examples in these past students that you can kind of look at to see how they have structured their own experiences, their own materials, and what they have done to create their own classes. So you've got 3 examples down there you can take a look at too and just kind of see how they did it. The real trick with an assignment like this is to try to be very clear on what students should do at the beginning. That's why I send videos to you each week, right, that tell you kind of what to be on, what to be moving toward. And you could also certainly do something like that as part of this assignment as well, although the assignment does ask you to have an instruction, give me some written instructions too of what the learner will do. So that's where you can go, and hopefully now that I have set this up today, you'll be able to go to this class, get online, get into the LMS Activity 2 course, and then go to your own section and play around a little bit, so as an instructor. And I've set you up as an instructor for this course, and that allows you to do much more in Brightspace than before. So hopefully this was a good intro to this newly set up course.